Today we got Hank McCoy, Beast, taking on Bane, the man who broke the bat. Who's coming out on top? Let's find out. A founding member of the X-Men, Dr. Hank McCoy is a mutant possessing animal-like strength and agility. Despite being covered in blue fur, resembling a ferocious beast, Hank possesses an astounding intellect and a superb wit. He is currently helping run the Jean Grey School, while also serving alongside the Avengers. When Hank was just a human, he could lift around 1 ton. When his mutation advanced and his appearance became altered, he could lift 10 to 20 tons, or even more. He's broken through the hull of a celestial ship, flipped Juggernaut into the ground. And Beast actually has impressive striking power as well. He caused slight tremors by slamming the ground, destroyed walls with his punches, and easily tossed soldiers to the side. Beast is also superhumanly durable. He's taking punches and attacks from Sentinels, Blob, Ghost Rider, and even the Juggernaut. Also taking attacks from Cyclops and his Optic Blast, which did electrical and sonic attacks, and Beast even has a slight healing factor as well. Like he was recovered from slashes from Wolverine and gunshot wounds, been relatively fine afterwards. But where Beast really shines has got to be speed and agility. He's out attacks from World War Hulk, outmaneuvered Gambit, who is already incredibly agile, and attacks so fast that he just looks like a blur. He's dodged missiles from Iron Man, caught Hawkeye's arrows with his toes. He's avoided gunfire on countless occasions, and Wolverine they remarked on just how fast he is. On top of all that, Beast is easily one of the greatest acrobats in the Marvel Universe. He's also incredibly skilled in combat, and a highly trained fighter. He's fought against Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Captain America. He's able to perfectly utilize his speed, strength, agility in combat. Steven Jones is able to use nerve pinches and pressure points in combat as well. Beast is also one of the absolute smartest men in the world, being an expert in genetics, biochemistry, and medicine, but also being highly skilled in physics, engineering, and technology. So, let's look at one corner, one of the original X-Men, Beast. But, entering the ring, at the corner, one of Batman's greatest foes, Bane. Forced to serve a life sentence with the crimes of his father, Bane was born and raised in underground prison Pena d'Or. There he forged himself into the pinnacle of physical and mental potential, all without seeing the light of day. Escaping to Gotham City, Bane pitted himself against Batman, became famous as the man who broke the bat. Bane has trained for years and years to be in perfect physical condition, and his strength, stamina, agility, and coordination are so great that it could possibly be compared to a metahuman, even though Bane is still just a human. Also an expert fighter, having executed his own fighting style in prison, and has defeated countless opponents throughout the DC universe, even defeating Nightwing and famously breaking Batman's back. Bane is really known for his Venom drug, though, which is a strength-enhancing super steroid. By using this drug, Bane can enhance his already impressive strength to where he can lift 2 to 5 tons, but that depends on how large the dosage is. The Venom also gives him peak human speed, and accelerated healing, incredible stamina, and increases durability to the point where bullets from most firearms only do superficial damage. But Bane didn't just train his body to physical perfection, he trained his mind to mental perfection as well. He is one of the most cunning and disciplined minds in the DCU, and is an expert in different sciences, languages, strategy, and history. Bane has a photographic memory, which allows him to easily study and understand the actions and movements of an opponent. Unlike other intellectual villains, Bane is able to strongly focus on his goals, finding obsessive tendencies clouding his judgment. He was able to figure out that Batman was Bruce Wayne, no support or investigation. So, who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Bane is easily one of Batman's most dangerous opponents. He's stronger and tougher than Bruce, also smart enough and tactical enough to go toe-to-toe with Batman in that regard too. So today we got Bane going up against another super genius, Dr. Hank McCoy, Beast. So who's coming out on top here? Well, let's break it down. And first things first, talk about strength and physicality. Even off his venom, Bane is strong enough to rip off a man's arm, rip through prison walls and iron gates. He's routinely been able to kill men just one strike. But on his venom, was able to shatter reinforced prison walls and doors, break out of over 1 ton of ice that Mr. Freeze said was literally impossible to do, and lift massive boulders over his head, toss them around just one hand. He's ripped off metal doors and tore through steel plating. He lifted up a large shipping container over his head and tossed it, and according to DC Comics, Anatomy of a Metahuman, Bane clipped 15 tons. He's one-shot Man-Bat, sent Batman flying with his punches and stomped on him so hard, shattered concrete. And again, he casually destroyed metal with his attacks. However, no doubt about it, Beast is the stronger one out of the two. He's thrown massive ice boulders before, flipped trucks and thrown cars. He's judo flipped Juggernaut onto the ground, and even broken through the hull of a celestial ship. Actually, insanely impressive. He's caused minor earthquakes with his attacks on multiple occasions. He destroyed walls during his fight with Wolverine, and even knocked out Frenzy, someone who's strong enough to easily topple buildings. So yeah, Beast is stronger. What about durability? Well, with Bane, he's been shot multiple times and didn't react. Been stabbed and didn't react. And continued fighting to be shot in both arms. Bane has laughed off being hit with Batman's taser at point-blank range. He's taken electricity while standing in water or taking 50,000 volts of electricity. Acid to the face barely even slowed Bane down. And he's been just fine after being in a fiery car crash. Shivs and knives had literally been broken upon his skin. Just did nothing to him. He's taken a plethora of attacks from Batman and the members of the Bat family. He's literally just fine after legitimately falling off a skyscraper. But I think Beast takes the edge here. Well, I don't think. I know. He's taking punches from Juggernaut, taking punches from World War Hulk, taking punches from Blob, taking punches from Ghost Rider. He's taking electric attacks, withstood optic blasts from Cyclops, and he just has impressive endurance, even a healing factor to boot. Like he's taking slashes from Wolverine and Silver Samurai, even gunshots. Yeah, not gone down, but it'll heal from all those attacks relatively quickly. And then finally we gotta talk about speed. And no doubt about it, Beast is the faster one out of the two. No doubt about it. Now, don't get me wrong, Bane is a surprisingly fast fighter. He's dodged bullets, dodged batarangs of Batman, don't just tangle with faster, more agile characters, like fighting against Batman, even beating Nightwing on multiple occasions. But Beast just on the Spider-Man or Daredevil level of speed and agility. Like, look at Gambit. He's easily one of the most agile characters in all of Marvel, can casually dodge bullets and even deflect them. And yet Beast is just able to bound all around him like it's absolutely nothing. Wolverine, that's how to dodge bullets while running towards the shooter, block volleys of arrows. But Wolverine couldn't land clean hits on Beast, marked on how fast Hank is. If it can do that with Gambit and Wolverine, imagine what Beast can do with Bane. But that's not all. Beast has also caught Captain America's shield, caught Hawkeye's arrow with his toes, avoided missiles from Iron Man, even caught a missile with his feet. Has routinely dodged and blocked bullets. So Beast is physically superior out of the two fighters here. But that was never really in question. The real question comes in with how a Beast uses physical superiority to handle Bane's fighting skill, tactical prowess, just complete and utter savagery. Because Bane is an absolutely ruthless fighter. He's thrown a weight plate through a guy's head, taken a barbell and impaled it through another guy's face, routinely dismembered opponents, ripped them limb from limb. The guy's absolutely no qualms with killing you, or killing you in brutal fashion. Also a skilled fighter, matching up against Batman on multiple occasions, and even beating the Dark Knight, fighting against Nightwing and beating him several times. He's killed over 30 men all by himself, taking the League of Assassins in order to get to Ra's al Ghul. He's easily killed 3 Talons at once, beat up Solomon Grundy, fought against Red Hood and Tim Drake at the same time. He curb-stomped Killer Croc. While he was off Venom, he's actually able to take on and beat Killer Croc, Mad Hatter, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Professor Pig, and Victor Zsasz all at the same time. And they were all amped to Venom on top of that. He's also a highly intelligent fighter, as others already consider him to be a master tactician, and his Venom enhances and heightens his intelligence on top of that. He's one of the few people able to deduce that Batman was Bruce Wayne. He squared off against Ra's al Ghul in chess matches, actually beating him. He was able to instantly deduce that Alfred was ex-military just one look at him, and when him and Bruce had a conversation in prison, they consistently switched up the language every few sentences in order to make sure that no one could eavesdrop on them. Bane isn't some mindless grunt, and his power isn't just physical. Got some real brain power too. But let's be real. No way is Bane smarter than Beast. I mean, Hank is one of the top 10 smartest people in the entire Marvel Universe. Bane isn't close to him when it comes to intelligence. He's cured the Legacy virus, was the one put in charge of researching a cure for the M-Day event, developed a time travel device, built a device capable of containing the Phoenix in a day, even built a gun so powerful that Wolverine used it to kill Ego the Living Planet. Beast is a freaking genius. And even though a lot of his intelligence lies within the realm of science rather than fighting or strategy and tactics, Beast has been referred to as one of the world's best brawlers. He's even capable of exploiting nerve strikes and pressure points. So, end of the day, who wins? Well, if we're being honest, Beast has had some low showings. I mean, Wolverine and Captain America have both beaten him in the past, beaten him rather convincingly. So I'm not going to put it beyond Bane to do the same thing here. However, that being said, I think Beast takes the majority here. At their core, both of these guys are brawlers and grapplers, relying on their physicality to win them fights rather than their skill. If that's the case, well, Beast is just physically superior. He's stronger by a large margin. He's more durable by a large margin. He's faster by a large margin, and is skilled enough of a fighter to hang with Bane, especially factoring in his physical superiority. Bane might win a few, but Beast is taking the healthy majority here. Beast wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, join the Fanco Army, and I will see you next time.